He was in my head the whole time. It was like I wanted to help him.
That monster's no god of ours.
He's filled with the blight, and I think I am too. Rook.
No. I refuse to lose anyone else I care about to these monsters. Bellara, stay alive. That's an order. We'll talk to the wardens after we take down Elganon.
No, you can't. That's what I needed to tell you. When Elganon was in my mind, I was kind of in his too. I could feel him. His mind, his magic, his life force. It's tied to the Veil. His life is the only thing holding the Veil in place.
I felt the Veil weaken when Gillenane fell. I expect that when Solas imprisoned the other gods, he bound them all thus. And now that Elganon is the only one left...
If we kill him, the Veil collapses.
Which is why Solas gave me the dagger. That smug, backstabbing little shit. Even with the fate of the world at stake, Solas takes time to double-cross the people trying to save it. We still have to kill Elganon. So what can we do? Can we tie the Veil to something else to keep it in place?
For an enchantment like that, we'll need a specific substitute. The Veil was made to be tied to the ancient elven gods.
Then let's tie it to Solas. He's the only elven god left.
Binding him will require drawing his blood with the lyrium dagger.
And I doubt he's going to like the idea.
I sure hope he doesn't. After everything he's done, I'm looking forward to doing this the hard way. But it will be risky. What about this?
The dagger we made while you were trapped in the Fade.
Once Elganon is dead, odds are good that Solas will need to do something else to complete his ritual. This dagger looks identical, but it can't cut through enchantments like the real thing. So if he tries to use it...
The backlash of such magic would render him helpless.
Unless he notices. You really want to try a bait and switch on the Dreadwolf?
It all comes down to what happens once you take down Elganon. Whatever you decide, Rook, you have our support.
It doesn't matter how we plan to handle Solas if we don't stop Elganon. He's in the palace above us. We'll climb the Blight Tendril to get there. Once Solas takes down the Archdemon and renders Elganon mortal, we hit him with everything we've got.
Damn right we do.
Time's running short. Stock up on supplies, pay your respects, and say goodbye to the people you love. Be ready to go when I signal.
We're getting through it. Like cracking an ancient treasure hoard filled with traps. Some losses, but they'd want us to keep going. We do this for them. And for everyone else who died standing against the gods.
We can't afford more losses. We need everyone to stay alive if we're gonna win.
Wish Harding could see this. She'd be proud of you.
Should be proud of you too.
Still gotta take down Elganon. And Solas. She'd be real mad at Solas.
We have to stay fast and careful. Once we surprise Elganon inside his lair, we challenge him, let him get angry.
And then kill him when he comes in hot. Nice. Hey, listen. You helped me figure out who I was. I'm Mervani. I'm a dragon hunter. My mother didn't like that. But maybe she'd be proud of me anyway.
Shokra to Ebra, Tosh. I know she would.
I'm a better person because of you. So, thanks. Now let's go kick some ass.
How are you feeling, Bellara?
You saved me from drowning. All that power, that corruption, and I'm glad you did. But I just keep thinking about the people we lost. So many friends. people will never see again, never talk to again. Let them live forever through the people they saved.
Doesn't matter whose hand was on the sword, Elganon killed our friends. We're going to find him and bring his reckoning with us.
I'm with you all the way, Rook.
And the Blight? How's it feeling?
Like it's tying itself around me. It's in my blood, in my head. I feel it whispering to me. But it doesn't get to decide how my story goes. Even if it's only got a few chapters left. Let's make the most of each one of them and give it the happiest ending we can manage.
Varric liked to say everything was a story. Helped to make sense of all of it.
I always wanted to meet him. He sounded smart and kind.
Yeah, he was.
Rook, thank you.
For what?
For helping me put the ghosts of the past to rest. Now let's go kill a god.
Nev, how are you holding up?
We're not finished yet, so I'm still going. But the missing, people we've lost, people in Docktown who couldn't make it out. I owe it to many people to finish this job.
For the lost and for yourself, Nev. Don't forget that.
I'll add it to the list.
There's more on your mind.
This started with Solas. It will end there, too. He played mind games with you, targeted emotions, then went right for the heart. People with power, sometimes it's best not to play their games. Other times you need to play them smarter. Then again, what do I know? We've been over our heads from the start.
So much has happened, but we wouldn't be standing here without you.
Sure you would. Though the group would lack a certain charm. Look, I'm not saying this in case we die, but you're someone I could count on through all of this. Whatever happens, I trust you. And I don't say that to anyone.
I know. Thanks, Nev.
Anytime.
Rook, we've got Elganon where we want him. But the price has been too damn high. I didn't want our allies to lose anyone, after all they've been through. But it's not over yet, is it?
I'm not thinking about anything else until Elganon is dead.
Whatever it takes. Harding said that. And she meant it. So do I. Elganon's dead. One way or another. After this is all over, I'm going to visit Eldrin. See how Hassan's brothers and sisters are doing.
A visit from Uncle Davrin.
Gotta impress those balls of feathers while I'm still taller than they are. But listen, I wanted to say something. I'm glad we decided to see how we work together. Nothing in my life has ever felt as right as being with you does. I love you.
Do you know how long I've been waiting to hear you say that?
I never believed in love at first sight. I think it needs time. And the more I've spent with you, we've got something special, Rook. Let's finish this. Then, we go home and celebrate. Together.
Victory is within our grasp, yet too many good souls have perished along the way. Our allies came when we called. I'd hoped to see them all again, to laud their bravery in person. Oh, we must set grief aside, to honor these sacrifices and stop the gods at last.
We've already killed an archdemon and a god. We can do it again.
While Elganon's magic is fearsome, Solas is our true adversary. He has no idea you've a replica of his dagger. I've matched its aura as closely to the original as possible.
That might fool Solas for a bit, in all the chaos.
The spirits whisper. One way or another, I believe the dread wolf's tale draws to its conclusion. It has been a grand privilege, Rook, to have come so far and known all of you.
What luck that the distinguished Professor Volkarin joined our cause after we found him in the necropolis.
Feels as if that were years ago. Time passes swiftly in good company. Onwards, Rook. The gods await.
Lucanus, everything all right?
We have made it here, but not without cost. Now we only have to wait. But Spike grows impatient. As do I. This may be the calm before a final storm, but I don't feel it.
I'm on edge myself, so I couldn't expect anyone here not to be.
Perhaps.
It won't be much longer.
Elgernon's life is measured in hours. As for Solas, if any deserve to set his fate, it's you. But if it were me, I would not banter. I would not give room for lies and false promises. Find your opening and strike. There has been enough suffering in the wake of this. Whatever happens, my contract was for the blighted gods. Today it is fulfilled.
When I went to the Crows, I asked for their best. And we got him.
The demon of Virantium. I had a reputation to maintain. Rook, I owe you my life. When I left the ossuary, I knew I could not be the same. What I've managed to reclaim, what I can make of moving forward, I'm in your debt for it. And now, the god dies. We finish a contract, keep a promise. Spite and I are in agreement. You have a pair of demons at your service.
Bad news, everyone. Elganon's forces are gathering outside.
They mean to prevent you from reaching their master.
Our people will set up barricades, and we'll hold the enemy as long as we can. You need to start climbing.
Let one of us help.
I'm going up there. I owe Elgranon for what he did.
You go to face a guard, Rook, but any aid you might spare would be welcomed.
Tosh, you up for it?
Yup. We'll be cheering for you, Rook. All my best.
The throne room. Knowing Elganon, we'll find him there.
Rook!
You made it.
Elgernon's using the Magisters to control the Blight, just like he used me. They're directing all of it at Solas. He won't make it without our help.
How do you know?
I can still feel it. Hear it.
The Blight.
I'll help Solas. Just get to the throne room.
Solas.
I've got this. Go!
Such arrogance, thinking you can hide from your creator. And I am this world's creator. Every pointed spire and warding enchantment in this city is a child's unwitting imitation of the empire I built. I would have restored the glory. Your lives are too brief to remember.
I saw Demeter's Crossing and Weishaupt, and everywhere else you've left your mark. I didn't see any glory. All I saw was a tyrant destroying everything he touches.
You mistake discipline for cruelty, a failing among those who lack a master's gentle guidance. We only destroyed because you resisted. In the new empire, every child would have blossomed under my protection. And Ghilanane, my brilliant sister, would have forged the Blight into a tool of beauty. But she is dead. And all we have is this. Because of you. save himself. Now you understand that none may stand against me. Those who try stand alone. I am the Lord of the day and the night. Yield to me and I will show you mercy. Look at you. Your failures. You failed to save the wardens at Weishaupt. You fled in terror at Arlathan.
And then we killed Gillenane.
You have nothing. No army, no dragon, no thralls.
I've got a team, and that's all I need.
I have bound the souls of dragons. I have slain titans and broken the will of gods.
You haven't broken me.
You will kneel.
No.
Oh, come now. You did as well as anyone could have, but you cannot deny the truth.
I can do this. I have to. Release them.
I gave you this power, child.
You are not my god.
Impossible! No! You will not!
You are mortal, Elganon. Enjoy it while it lasts.
If you will not bow, you will burn.
It is done. The world owes you a debt, both for defeating Elganon and for bringing down the Veil. I am sorry for this final betrayal, but I will do what I can to minimize the damage. When you see the old world restored, please, Rook. I do not wish to fight against you. The Veil's not coming down on my watch.
It is over. You could never stand against me alone. If you will excuse me, the final enchantments require a delicate touch.
I am standing against you, and I am not alone. But you will be. The Veil needs to be tied to the life force of an elven god. And now it is. Dread.
You sneer at me as though you understand. You are mortal compared to you, to your infinitesimal existence. I am a god!
With Elgar'nan and Gillenane dead, and the Dread Wolf locked away in his own prison, it looked like one of the biggest stories this world had ever seen was finally drawing to a close.
The story of the VeilGuard, a team of heroes who stood strong against evil, no matter the cost.
Whatever it takes.
But whenever one story ends, another begins.
Like the story of the Grey Wardens, continuing their battle against the Blight, even after the last Archdemon had fallen.
Or the story of Arkandorian Parvus, fighting to bring Minrathous out from under Venatori rule.
Or the story of a caretaker standing vigil against the Blight.
For the Antivan Crows, it would be a story of the ongoing struggle for freedom against the corrupt Governor Ivenchi.
Among the Veil Jumpers, the fall of the last elven gods meant Arlathan was reborn.
At their heart, stories are about change.
A man seeing his ward become more than he could ever have imagined.
A woman protecting Docktown at all costs against an unknown future.
An assassin and a demon setting aside the past for the sake of family.
A student of history, helping the elves regain what they lost.
A dragon hunter forging a new life for themselves.
Or the Griffins, finding a new home in Arlington, protecting a world that once thought them lost for good. There are stories of love.
But those stories aren't over. And we will always be grateful to those whose stories brought us where we are today. And those whose stories will live on with us forever.
It is done. The world owes you a debt, both for defeating Elganon and for bringing down the Veil. I am sorry for this final betrayal, but I will do what I can to minimize the damage. When you see the old world restored, please, Rook. I do not wish to fight against you.
The Veil's not coming down on my watch.
It is over. You could never stand against me alone. If you will excuse me, the final enchantments require a delicate touch.
A delicate touch? You kill Varric, stab me in the back. You're about to drown the world in demons. How are you any different from Elganon, trying to impose your will on all of us?
Elganon would have seized his victory by force. You were not crushed by the power of the Dread Wolf. You were bested fairly, by wits alone.
Dagger was a fake. Here's the real one. And now the Veil is once again tied to the life force of an elven god.
Bested fairly by wits alone. I taught you well.
This wouldn't have happened if you hadn't tried to betray us. Again.
You think yourself capable of judging me? I have faced things you could not possibly comprehend. You are a mortal! A mortal! And I am... I am a fool who finally met his match.
Elgar'nan and Gillenane dead, and the Dread Wolf finally outsmarted by a mere mortal, it looked like one of the biggest stories this world had ever seen was finally drawing to a close.
The story of the VeilGuard, a team of heroes who stood strong against evil, no matter the cost.
Whatever it takes.
But whenever one story ends, another begins.
Like the story of the Grey Wardens, continuing their battle against the Blight, even after the last archdemon had fallen.
Or the story of Arkandorian Parvus, fighting to bring Minrathous out from under Venatori rule.
Or the story of a caretaker standing vigil against the Blight.
For the Antivan Crows, it would be a story of the ongoing struggle for freedom against the corrupt Governor Ivenchi.
Among the Veil Jumpers, the fall of the last elven gods meant Arlathan was reborn.
At their heart, stories are about change.
A man seeing his ward become more than he could ever have imagined.
A woman protecting Docktown at all costs against an unknown future.
An assassin and a demon setting aside the past for the sake of family.
A student of history, helping the elves regain what they lost.
A dragon hunter forging a new life for themselves.
Or the Griffins, finding a new home in Arlathan, protecting a world that once thought them lost for good. There are stories of love.
But those stories aren't over. And we will always be grateful to those whose stories brought us where we are today. And those whose stories will live on with us forever.